Business owners, here's how to increase sales by being a market expert versus only a product expert. Hi, this is Stephen Marino with Action Coach, with the world's #1 business coaching firm. For the past 21 years, we've coached truly thousands of business owners through the boom-bust economic cycle that gets in the way of predictable profits and productivity. And welcome to my series that every business owner has with their sales team. Today's topic is how to increase sales by being a market expert versus only a product expert. Yes, you're going to need both, but what will differentiate you from the competition will be your salespeople's knowledge of the market. And here's why. Developing your marketing appeal toward a market approach is going to be the difference between growing slowly versus growing rapidly to where you have more leads than you can handle. Now visualize this situation. You have a room full of your potential buyers. Now they have to be there, but the caveat is that as soon as your sales presentation starts, that if the buyers are not interested, they can leave. So is your sales team good enough to keep them in the room? Research by Chet Holmes in his book, The Ultimate Sales Machine, indicates that only 3% of the people are ready to buy a product now. And another 7% are open to consider the idea of buying. Now, that's a relatively small percentage, 10%. But what if you could, by educating your buyers, appeal to the other 90%? What would that do to sales? To keep them in the room, you can use the direct approach. Who's interested specifically in your product or service? But there you're going to get the 3% answer. But if you used a different tactic and said, here's how you can save money and stop wasting time, now that's going to appeal to a much broader audience. The premise is simple. Educate them about the market versus directly trying to sell it. You'll come across as the expert and differentiate yourself from the competition. And can you see how this approach will open up the 90% that we're not considering buying now? Want to serve your buyer better? Be a market expert versus only a product expert. Market data is a lot more motivational to your buyers than the product. Show how the market data makes your products and services more relevant and appealing. Incorporate this research as part of your marketing and sales strategies. So, it's time for that conversation with your sales team. And here are your action items. Do a brainstorming session with your sales team to discover what industry market research you can bring to your buyers. Look at the findings historically and determine the amount and the rate of change to give it perspective. Give your buyers historical context that will arouse their desire to know more and how your products and services will benefit them. Want to know more about how to be a market expert versus only a product expert? Then let's talk. My contact details follow, and we'll get your sales team opening up more doors more easily and selling more. Let's get started.